These frogs' bodies freeze in winter, but they don't die. They don't breathe for months and their hearts don't beat, but they don't die. So how does this strange phenomenon happen? Why do they freeze and yet live? Animals have to strategize against harsh natural conditions. Many frog species that live in dry and cold seasons also hibernate. They can freeze and regenerate several times during the winter. Most of these happen underwater. But the Alaskan wood frog hibernates on land and in much colder environments. Up to 65% of the wood frog's body freezes and many functions are suspended. Wood frogs in Fairbanks hibernate frozen for 6 months at temperatures as low as -18.1 degrees Celsius (0.4 degrees Fahrenheit). Wood frogs in southern parts, such as Ohio, can withstand temperatures of -2 to -3 degrees Celsius, 28.4 to 37.4 degrees Fahrenheit. However, in warmer regions such as Georgia and Alabama, they may not freeze at all. This temperature could kill frogs of the same species living in the Midwestern United States. This mysterious near-death state is made possible by chemicals called cryoprotectants. Cryoprotectant is a chemical used by creatures found in the Arctic and Antarctic to protect biological tissues from freezing damage. It is commonly used by insects, fish, and amphibians. Humans use it in frozen grocery products. The frog uses special glucose, which it produces at high levels in its liver before freezing, as a cryoprotectant. Glucose enters the bloodstream and cells. The frog's organs begin to freeze. When water is withdrawn from the cells, the solution left in the cells protects them. Cryoprotectant protects tissues from damage during freezing. 2/3 of the body freezes. Most of it is water between the abdominal cavity, the lens of the eye, the skin, and the muscle. The frog's heart stops, breathing stops, the brain stops, and the frog appears dead. Alaskan wood frogs can remain dormant in this state for about 8 months. When spring comes, the frog starts to warm up. The water returns to the cells, the heart thaws, the blood begins to flow, the lungs take in air, the brain is activated and the frog comes back to life. All this can take several days. The frog is now ready to forage and mate again. This incredible example may seem extreme, but it is just an ordinary case of adaptation to climatic conditions. Creatures that can't adapt to nature have no chance of survival. The wood frog, scientifically known as Rana sylvatica, is a common frog species in North America. Many other frog species can hibernate underwater or mud in a similar way. Once a frog species has found a habitat that protects it from the cold winter air and predators, it hibernates. The animal's metabolism slows down and it spends the winter sleeping, using its body's energy stores. When spring comes, the animal wakes up and leaves hibernation to resume its work of feeding and reproduction. These animals are like the living dead.